Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, a beautiful princess was born. Her skin was as white as snow, her lips as red as roses, and her hair as black as ebony. She was named Snow White. But Snow White's stepmother, the queen, was jealous. Every day she asked her magic mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" And every day the mirror replied, "You, my queen, are the fairest of them all." The queen smiled, until one day the mirror spoke different words. But Snow White is the fairest of them all. The queen's jealousy grew dark and dangerous. She ordered a huntsman to take Snow White into the forest and make sure she never returned. But the kind huntsman couldn't harm her. "Run, Snow White! Run far away and never come back." So Snow White fled into the forest, where she found a little cottage. Inside were 7 tiny chairs, 7 tiny beds, and 7 tiny cups. When the owners returned, 7 friendly dwarfs, they gasped, "Who's been sitting in my chair? Who's been sleeping in my bed?" Snow White woke up with a start and told her story. The dwarfs took pity and said, "Stay with us, dear Snow White, and be safe here." Meanwhile, back at the castle, the queen asked her mirror again, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" Snow White, who lives with the dwarfs, is still the fairest of them all. The mirror answered furious. The queen disguised herself as an old woman. She crept to the dwarf's cottage carrying a poisoned apple. One bite, and Snow White will sleep forever. Snow White, kind and trusting, took the apple. The moment she bit it, she fell to the ground. When the dwarfs returned, they cried in sorrow. They placed her in a glass coffin in the forest, where she lay as still as stone. But one day, a prince rode by and saw her. Struck by her beauty and kindness, he gently kissed her cheek. And like magic, Snow White's eyes fluttered open. She had awakened from her enchanted sleep. The dwarfs cheered, the prince rejoiced, and Snow White finally found her happily ever after, safe, loved, and free. And so, Snow White's kindness and courage were rewarded, and she lived happily ever after. For true beauty lies not in mirrors or jealousy, but in a heart full of love. The end.